Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Wednesday, February 13th. Low pressure is headed towards the mid-Atlantic coast. It looks like it'll move off the Virginia coast later on tonight. The air mass in place right now is marginally cold at best. It looks like the precipitation should begin in the I-95 corridor later this afternoon in the form of rain. But then as colder air moves in overnight tonight, it'll change over to snow, and there should be some accumulations on the order of 2 to 4 inches perhaps in southeastern Pennsylvania, across southern New Jersey, central New Jersey, maybe an inch or two well to the north and west of the district, and also a couple of inches are possible in the New York City region as well. Let's take a look at the latest radar loop from the Penn State EWOL site. Still dry here along the I-95 corridor, but rain is on the doorstep here of the D.C. area, moving in from the south and southwest. There's a little bit of mixed precipitation going on right now out over Kentucky and southern Indiana into Ohio. This is a little bit of an enhanced area of precipitation where the upper level feature is, and this is really the area to watch in terms of the precipitation for the mid-Atlantic region later on today and tonight. That should cause some accumulating snow. In terms of that upper level feature, this is a very current 500 millibar map, and it shows the upper level shortwave. It's pretty healthy, not a bad upper level shortwave. That's what's going in favor of some accumulating snow. What's going against this is that it's a fast flow. The low pressure will move off the East Coast rather quickly, and of course another con for accumulating snow is the fact that it's only marginally cold at best. Nonetheless, it looks like a general 2 to 4 inch type snowfall expected overnight tonight in southeastern Pennsylvania and across much of New Jersey and into the New York City metro region. Here's the latest GOES composite water vapor imagery loop. A couple things to point out. First of all, right in here across Illinois and Indiana, now moving into Ohio, this moisture is associated with that upper level feature. And the fact that there's some drier air just to the south of that indicates that it's quite a healthy looking system in the upper part of the atmosphere. There's some upward motion here causing some moisture, and some sinking motion here, compensating sinking motion right in this region here. So pretty healthy looking upper level feature headed towards the mid-Atlantic region. Well, let's walk through the very latest North American Mesoscale NAM model run. This is from 12Z this morning, and this is the forecast map for early afternoon. Still dry here. Basically, the precipitation is south of the D.C. metro region at this time. The low pressure is just gathering some strength, and here's that moisture we talked about a moment ago associated with the upper level feature. And again, that'll be the main player here later on this afternoon into the early part of tonight, especially along the I-95 corridor. Let's now jump ahead 6 hours. And here's the forecast map for about 7 p.m. tonight. Low pressure moving off the Virginia coast. This is about the time frame where colder air should change any mixed precipitation over to snow, and there certainly can be some rain and then sleet and snow mixed before it changes all to snow. Here's the rain-snow line now cutting through the Washington, D.C. area at this time. And again, I expect most likely the snow to begin in the Philadelphia region, for example, 7 o'clock or so in that time frame after a few hours of rain or mixed precipitation as those winds change to a more northeasterly direction rather than the east in the early part of this system. Now here's the forecast map for about 1 o'clock in the morning. This is kind of the most interesting time frame here for this storm. One thing to point out, it does intensify as it moves to the east here to the time frame here. At this point, it's putting out some pretty decent precipitation here, a half inch or so in a 6-hour period, for example. Now what that tells you is that if there's going to be a surprise with snowfall here, it might be right in the interior part of central and southern New Jersey, perhaps over into southeastern Pennsylvania in the latter part of this storm. Because again, it's intensifying as it moves to the east. All of this at this time should be in the form of snow. So the general time frame in southeastern Pennsylvania for the snow is 7 o'clock or so to about 2 or 3 in the morning, and the best part of that time in terms of snow will be probably 11 p.m. midnight time frame. Again, we're looking for about 2 to 4 inches in southeastern PA, maybe an inch or two well to the north and west of the district. and 2 to 4 inches also in New York City. Let's jump ahead 6 more hours. And here's the forecast map for tomorrow morning, early tomorrow morning. All over with. Everything's off the coast at this time. And again, that's one of the factors going against a big snowfall here, is the fact that this is such a fast mover. That combined with the moderately cold air mass that is in place that will cause rain at the beginning of this, followed by a period of mixed precipitation. By the way, once it starts changing over, it could change over rather quickly from rain to a mixture to snow. That whole process should not take too long. But again, some accumulations tonight. The weekend event still on the table for a possible East Coast storm. There's lots of questions still to be answered. Cannot rule it out at this point as colder air moves into the east. But for tonight, accumulating snow, stay tuned to the SIweather.com for afternoon updates. That's it for now. I'm the SI meteorologist, Paul Dorian.